I found out why my dad never came to barbecues. The first red flag was the potato salad. Every 4th of July, my dad would remember an urgent errand right before the grill got hot. Birthdays, block parties, neighborhood cookouts, same pattern. He loved fireworks, loved ribs, loved people, just not when they were all together. I thought he was shy, or antisocial, or secretly allergic to lawn chairs. Then my Aunt Linda had too much boxed wine at Thanksgiving and detonated the truth like a dropped plate. She laughed, pointed at my dad's empty seat, and said, "Well, at least he won't fight anyone this year." The room froze. Even the gravy seemed nervous. Turns out, 20 years ago, before I was born, my dad had a full-blown feud with half our neighborhood. My dad reported him. The HOA president retaliated by fining my dad for a fence that apparently leaned aggressively. What followed was a suburban Cold War. Petty complaints, anonymous notes, lawn decorations moved 3 inches to the left. Someone replaced my dad's American flag with a Canadian one. He still doesn't know who did it, but he has suspects. The final straw came at a Memorial Day barbecue when the HOA president accused my dad, loudly, of weaponizing patriotism. My dad responded by reading HOA bylaws into a megaphone. Cops came, neighbors filmed, someone's hot dog fell into the pool and became a legend. After that, my dad quietly exiled himself from all community gatherings. He didn't want me growing up with that version of him, the stubborn, loud, furious man who could turn potato salad into a battleground. So he chose absence, and he shrugged and said, "I wanted you to think I was boring." This year, he came to the barbecue. He brought ribs, he shook hands. One phone call I'll never forget. The call came at 2:17 a.m., the kind of hour where only bad news or miracles dare to exist. I almost ignored it. Unknown number, my phone buzzing like it had something urgent to confess. When I answered, a calm voice said my full name correctly and asked if I was sitting down. That's when my heart started doing parkour. I thought someone was dead. Instead, the voice said, "Today." I laughed, not a polite laugh, the kind you use when your brain refuses to cooperate. I told the guy this wasn't funny, that prank calls at 2 a.m. were illegal in my emotional state. He didn't react. He just emailed me an itinerary, real logos, real addresses, real panic. Here's the thing, Justin Bieber wasn't just a celebrity to me. He was the soundtrack of my entire awkward American childhood, long bus rides to school. My first bad haircut, that one summer where everyone pretended they hated him but knew every lyric. His music was stitched into my life whether I admitted it or not. By noon, I was in Los Angeles wearing my cleanest hoodie, trying not to throw up in a glass-walled building that smelled like money and cold air. They walked me down a hallway so quiet it felt sacred, then a door opened, and there he was, not a poster, not a screen. A real person holding a coffee, smiling like this wasn't about to rearrange my entire brain. He knew my name. He mentioned a comment I'd written years ago on a charity post, something I barely remembered typing during a rough night. Turns out it stuck with him. Turns out that comment helped him decide to fund a program in my hometown. Turns out the call wasn't random at all. About how weird it is to be seen by millions and still feel invisible. No cameras, no flexing, just 2 people sharing oxygen and honesty. Dropped out of college, and my family hated me for it until I shocked them. The silence after I said, "I'm dropping outside," was louder than any argument. Forks froze mid-air. My mom blinked like she'd misheard English. My dad didn't yell. That was worse. He just nodded slowly, the way people do at funerals. In my family, college wasn't a choice. It was a birthright. My older brother was already a doctor. My sister was halfway through law school. Our last name came with expectations stitched into it like a monogram. And then there was me, the art kid. I didn't drop out because I was lazy. I dropped out because every time I sat in a lecture hall, my chest felt like it was shrinking. But when I painted, when I designed, when I stayed up until 3 a.m., covered in color and caffeine, I felt awake. So I left school and my family chose something else. They stopped inviting me to things. Conversations went quiet when I entered rooms. My mom introduced me to relatives as more youngest, nothing more. No job, no plan, no future, according to them. Holidays felt like sitting in the audience of a play where I wasn't in the cast. For 3 years, I worked. Freelance designs, album covers, brand deals, rejections stacked higher than wins, but the wins paid rent. I learned quickly that success tastes better when it's silent. Then came the invitation, a family dinner, big one, everyone there, doctors, lawyers, cousins with resumes longer than my patience. I almost didn't go, but something in me wanted closure, or maybe chaos. They treated me exactly how I expected. Side comments, fake smiles. My uncle asked if I'd figured life out, and my aunt joked, "So, still doing arts and crafts?" I pulled out my phone. I showed them my last year's earnings, then the contracts, then the waiting list. I hugged my mom, I nodded at my dad, then I left before apologies could arrive late and clumsy, because sometimes the best revenge isn't proving them wrong, it's proving you were right all along. So tell me, how many dreams are buried just because they don't look impressive at the dinner table?